of 131. So let's see, is he going to be our 2021 champion here at the Royal Dublin Society Horse Show?
Well, Ian Stark, our judge, you had a nice group of horses to look at here this evening.
Yeah, lovely horses. I was impressed. It's not easy for them. You know, they're only 3-year-olds, and there's a lot of distractions, and you know, they really knuckled down and gave a good performance.
As a bunch of horses, what impressed you about them all?
I thought they all, you know, to a T, they all moved rather well. They were a little bit greener and in some instances on the jumping, but their attitude is what I liked. You know, and it's what we all think about of horses that come from Ireland. You know, they're sort of they knuckle down and get on with their work, and I like that.
I see on the scoring, if a horse moved very well, that had certainly a good advantage. Do you need that nowadays whenever you go look at the Olympic Games in terms of the dressage? It's a big part.
Yeah, it's probably becoming more of a big part than the cross country, especially when you look at the Olympics last week. But yeah, they've got to move. But I mean, for me, I don't mind if they're not extravagant as long as they're loose and supple and able to work from behind. You know, the engine, the hind legs are all important. And if they've got a bit of presence, then that's going to help.
Of course, we're waiting on the final result to come in, but the horse that's leading at the moment, the Sligo Candy Boy, he was an exceptional mover.
Yeah, fantastic mover, a lovely stamp of horse, and you know, it had a bit of a stop in the jumping, but 3-year-olds, I don't really mind that. It's the reactions and how they move on and how they progress, and you know, he thought about jumping it from a standstill, and I'm kind of glad he didn't, because I didn't want him to bash himself. But I liked his attitude, and I thought his real temperament and movement and the trainability of him, I think, was what struck me.
Okay, well done. It's good to have you with us. I think Kieran has the final results, and then we'll go with the top 10. He needs a calculator. He has a calculator beside him in Johnny. Johnny's gone on to become a dentist. He only has another 2 years to do. And then we probably won't see him back here at the horse show anymore. 2 years. But a big thanks to our arena party for looking after us and keeping everything going so well. Of course, the live streaming will be back with us again tomorrow. For those of you who are lucky enough to be here today, but maybe not here tomorrow, you can tune in. Alison Corbelly from Horse Sport Ireland, accompanied by Nadia Ray, will be on hand for the presentation.
Now we have the score for the final competitor, the unnamed 3-year-old, that was number 15, a final score of 112.50. So that means our champion is the 3-year-old Sligo Candy Boy, gelding Turberdine Bournevale Star, and we'll give you the full result in just a moment.
Yeah, number 5. That's the running order you're looking at.
So Alison Corbelly joins us from Horse Sport Ireland. Alison, well done to everybody at Horse Sport Ireland for the sponsorship and the continued support at this championships. It's really, really coming to fruition, all the money that has gone into the sport. We're actually seeing a lot of the results now.
It's great for all the riders, producers, breeders to be able to come here this week and have something to aim for. It's wonderful that the show has gone on and gives them an opportunity to get the horses out and showcase them. So it's super. Congratulations to the RDS.
And this is really the shop window, but in terms of around the country, you guys have been supporting lots of shows and putting a lot of money in there. It's welcomed and appreciated.
Yeah, well, it's thanks to the Department of Agriculture. All the money comes from them to support the breeders and producers, and the last couple of years it's really been paying dividends. We've had 2 horses at the Olympics and Irish bred horses produced through the RDS and the Studbook Series and Breeders' Classic. So I think it's helping everybody. So it's with thanks to them and the government.
Yeah, it's important, and certainly it's more and more of it. But whenever you look at the programme that you have developed down through the years, it takes time, and it's a bit like this class here as well. It takes time to get them to come through and then see them at the top level.
Well, wasn't it wonderful at the Olympics to see Ballockmore Class, who was here as a young horse? So it's super to see, and again Kilkenny as a 4-year-old here. So it's lovely to see them go on, start here, and the potential that people can see them here as a young horse and then go on to the top level.
The winner has just come in. He's a really, really nice horse, really striking horse and a really good individual, and shown professionally by Tiernan Gill, as you would expect. But he's a horse that you could see going on.
Absolutely, yeah, he excelled. He came in here and really settled into the job and did a really good performance. So he's a lovely horse.
Just one final question. Ireland have been at the top of the world rankings for a number of years. We're now we've slipped a little bit, but can we get back there?
Well, we're doing a good job on show jumping, going from 14th back to 9th this year. And on the eventing side, I think the sport of eventing has changed over the last number of years, and it will continue to evolve. We've introduced the last 3 years a thoroughbred percentage scheme to try and encourage breeders to use more thoroughbred blood. And that has increased the population. Now 12% of the foals for the last 2 years are 70% blood or more. So it helps to have a little bit more blood, even though the Olympics probably doesn't need it because of the level of eventing. But your Burley and your Badminton still does. So yes, we'd be hopeful. We're certainly trying to get back up there.
Well done. I'll let you go, make the presentation along with our judge to our winner. And Kieran, we'll let you take you through the presentation.
Well, Brandon, we have a result for you, but we've known the winner for quite a while. Our winner is number 12 on the start list, number 5 in your catalogue. The Sligo Hero gelding Turberdane Bourneville Star on a score of 1-3-1. In second place, it was the first one in, Mount Loxan, number 1 on the start list, also number 1 in the catalogue. That was second on the score of 1-1 points. In second place, it's been there in third place, which was there for quite a while, a KSH Society, number 2 on the start list, number 8 in the catalogue on a score of 117.5. Next up, in fourth, in fourth place, number 11 on your start list, number 14 on the catalogue, Tavanna Zeus, on a score of 114. In fifth, the last one in, number 15, the unnamed, number 15 on the start list, number 2 in the catalogue. That was fifth on the score of 112.5. That one by Capri Van Overs Z. In sixth place, number 5, number 13 in the catalogue, Kushla Stitcom, on a score of 111.5. In seventh, Kovan, number 8 in the start list, number 3 in the catalogue, on a score of 110. In 8th place, Coco Douglas, number 4 in your catalogue, on a score of 107. In 9th place, number 11 in your catalogue, Hashtag Vogue, on a score of 106. And finally, in 10th, number 9, Clabbystown Special Cruise, on a score of 105.5. So Alison Corbally is joining us for the presentation on behalf of Horsesport Ireland, our very generous sponsors once again this year at the Dublin Horse Show. Our thanks to Ian Stark, who has been with us for the judging of our final, a renowned Olympian, represented his country on many, many occasions. Well, this is our champion. Number 5 in your catalogue.